me slow it down and review The Gentleman.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Leo Rydell here from Geekly Goods to talk about The Gentleman today and to give you guys that awesome movie review, guys. But before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ding that bell if you love this content, if you love movies, gaming, TV. We post about it often, so come back to the channel and enjoy some geekly goodness, everybody. I had a great time at the screening for this movie. I was a huge fan of the special screening that Allied and Alamo Drafthouse put together. Thank you guys so very much. Big shout out to Allied Marketing for inviting me to this early screening that I got to see, like, not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. So thank you guys so much for inviting me to see that early and check that out early. But let's not wait too long, guys. Let's dive right into this. I mean, wow, a good Guy Ritchie movie. When's the last time I said that? Sherlock Holmes 2? But I will say, this is probably his best since Rock and Rolla. It's definitely a return to early Guy Ritchie. Think Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Movies like and Snatch. Think movies like that. It's got an incredibly stacked cast. I mean, who's not to like in this movie? You got Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant, Henry Golding. So many people. Jeremy Strong is in the movie. There's so many people. Colin Farrell. Like, names just keep on slipping off the tongue, guys. This is a stacked cast full of great actors who all shine in their own way. And I will say, Henry Golding, very refreshing to see him as a villain for once. I mean, come on. What have we seen him in so far? We've seen him in Crazy Rich Asians. We've seen him in Last Christmas. And this is like his first villainous role, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but wow, what a great turn for the character. He really felt like a young gun who had no idea what he's doing, trying to take the business away from the older, more experienced gangster. So, I just gotta say, good movie. It's got a non-linear-ish storyline, so it kind of bounces in places and parts and then pieces things together cohesively in the end. And what I do love about the story is there's so many different twists and turns that you really don't expect that you have to be 100% zoned in the whole time or you're not going to understand. Very much like early Guy Ritchie before all of his big blockbuster stuff, like Sherlock Holmes and Aladdin. Let's see, what else did he do? King Arthur. Like, he's had a couple of more commercial movies, but this is definitely Guy Ritchie style. Confuse the heck out of you, lead you in one direction, only to uncover something very sneaky towards the second half of the movie, and it's just a great Guy Ritchie film. It's written, you can tell it's written like a Guy Ritchie movie, and I really, really am enjoying myself from beginning to end, to be honest. Like, I gotta say, there's a lot to like about this movie. From the cast, to the scripts, to the storytelling, and the way they do it. They bounce back and forth between the narrator and the actual story. So there is a narrator who's played by Hugh Grant, and he's an investigator in the story, hired to follow Matthew McConaughey's character, Mick. He's trying to collect money from Charlie Hunnam's character because he has a lot of proof and a lot of different pictures and files of the main character, Matthew McConaughey, Mickey Pearson. So, wow, I mean, it's honestly, I want to say it's a pretty cut and dry plot, and that's probably what I don't like about it. It's very Guy Ritchie, but it's kind of cut and dry, you know, I mean, as opposed to Brad Pitt in Snatch. Like, that's kind of a bit more of a complicated story, but I mean, we've seen drug kingpins, we've seen marijuana empires, nothing too special there, but I gotta say, acting is great, the story is pretty awesome, really love the storytelling, but the plot is a little thin, and I wish there was a little bit more room for a little bit more, but with all these different twists and turns and divots, I gotta say, it does make up for how thin the plot really is. So, I gotta say, for The Gentleman, I'm giving that a 7 out of 10. I wanted to give it an 8, but there was a few qualities that it had that just didn't really get it there. One, the thin plot line, and two, while there's an ensemble cast, there really are no newcomers to look out for. I would have loved a little bit more mixing of newcomer and what am I saying? I love the cast. I have no complaints about the cast, really. There was something missing. It was unique in that there were different pivots and twists and turns, but it wasn't unique in that, you know, we're dealing with a drug empire here. So maybe a little bit more unique of a storyline, and maybe just a trim of fat off of the movie. Maybe about, you know, maybe 10-20 minutes to cut it just a little bit shorter, and kind of some of those scenes were extremely stretched out, and it could have been, you know, closed in just a little bit more. While this isn't Guy Ritchie's best, it's definitely a good one for him. I'm gonna give The Gentleman a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I had a fun time, but pay attention. You miss one detail, you're gonna miss a beat. And I will say, there are a couple times where I was looking for my server at Alamo Drafthouse and I missed something, and I might need to even go see this again just to get a second dose and really kind of catch some things that I missed. But guys, let me know, are you seeing The Gentleman? Have you seen it yet? And if you have, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments, guys, and let me know what you're expecting out of this movie, everyone. This has been your boy, Leo Rydell, here from Geekly Goods, and if you like the content, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.